Okay, so when it comes to CSGO, there are 5 reasons why the game sucks. You've got the hackers, the smurfers, you've got your non-English teammates, you've got your matchmaking, which is always bad, let's be honest, it's always that one guy that's better than everyone else in the game, and then you've got the competitive servers that are somehow still shit. Every time I get into a game, 3 out of 5 of those games have bad ping, or I lag around everywhere, and I don't have shit internet, my internet's actually pretty good, so it's probably not me, seeing as though everyone else that I've also spoken to have had this problem. Anyway guys, join me for this video where I talk about these 5 reasons and why Counter-Strike is still bad. Now, hackers. You get at least one hacker each game. That's just guaranteed. He could be completely fine up until they start losing, or it's the last round, and then it's on. It's just hacks. Like, that's what they do. They're just D-bags. Now, it's not as bad as Smurfs, because Smurfs you can actually kill. Now, when it comes to hackers, you shoot them in the head, and they just turn around and they're like, well, no, can't do that. And then they deal with you in the head. It's just a one hit. Smurfs, which I briefly talked about in the hacker segment, they're just the worst. You get people that are DMGs, they come down to, like, silver level players, and they're just all over the place. Even when you get up to, like, Gold Nova Master, you still got the Smurfs that are, like, DMG, Legendary Eagle. They just come in, you've got the guy that's got like 60 kills on the leaderboard. I know that's like pretty much impossible to get, but he's got like crap tons of kills, like over 30 most games, and then there's everyone else on the team that's got like 1 kill between them. What I find disgusting about most Smurfs as well is that they don't care. They come into your game, they kill you, and then they're just like, oh yeah, you're just bad at the game, mate. And that's literally every single Smurf. It doesn't matter. You go into a game. Go play CS right now. Go find a game. Go find a Smurf, and then ask them what their opinions on you are. It's that you're shit at the game. That's just fact. Moving on to your squad mates. Every game that you get in on the EU servers, mind you, because I'm from England, no one speaks English, or if they do, it's like very limited, like Rush B or Rush A. That's the extent of their language. So you say there's a guy on upper, and they're like, I don't know where that is, in like whatever language they talk. And then they just get mad at you because they're saying stuff through comms. You can't understand them. They can't understand you. Why hasn't there been a thing in the game yet where you can search for, like, language that you can, like, speak? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. You've got region, but you don't have language. Now, in places like America, I don't really see this being a problem, but in the UK, when you're on the European servers and, like, you're pretty much the only country in Europe that speak English. Like, there's so many languages in Europe, it just doesn't make sense to have a Europe server. A way around this would be having servers in the bigger countries, like one in London for English people, one in France, Paris for the French people. But I know this will be quite hard to do because it will cost a lot of money to have a server in every like country, but it would make it a lot easier. And then you could do something like the language thing, where you can have an option where you can pick what language you talk, and then it will search for teammates based on your language. Now, it won't only put you with people with the language that you spoke, it will obviously put you with other people. It will just make the language you speak, the people that you're searching for, be higher up on the list of people you'll get paired with. That way, I think it would be less confusing for the game, and it would also allow us to communicate with our team effectively. Now, let's talk about the matchmaking. The matchmaking is not atrocious, but it's not great by any chance. You always get that one person who's way better than everyone else, whether that be them like a Smurf, a hacker. This doesn't matter if you're doing the new matchmaking, or I can't remember what they call it, or the prime matchmaking. It's always the same. I played a game of prime matchmaking, which is what you're watching now, and the guy had 40 kills at the end of the game, like the guy on the air team. He said he wasn't hacking, he said he wasn't a Smurf. Well, I call bullshit, because the guy second on the team had 14. He was the same rank as everyone else in the game, and everyone else had under, like, 30, like, not even 30 kills. I think it was, like, the highest guy had 25, and this guy had 40, and he only had 4 deaths. Now, you say, oh, it could just be a lucky game, but you look at the history of the guy's games, and it's, like, 40, 41, 43. And I'm not gonna, like, pull it up or anything, because I don't want people to go over and be like, oh, dude, you're such a hacker, you're such a Smurf. That's just not cool. Anyway, yeah, the matchmaking's just bad. You would have thought in the amount of time that CSGO has been around, they would have maybe fixed the matchmaking, but no. I mean, they are still like doing stuff for the matchmaking to make it better. Like we had the prime matchmaking, and they've implemented that new new matchmaking, but it's just not good enough. Come on, guys, get better servers and stuff, which will lead me on to my next point. Competitive servers are still crap. Now, the reason why I say the servers are crap is because they're still stuck on 64 tick rate. Now, people have been asking for such a long time that this game needs 128 minimum. Now, I can see that we need this, but I know it'll cost quite a lot of money for the company to do, but I think it'll just bring back so many players to the game, because if you search for a game now, it says there's like 5,000 people or something searching on the EU servers. Now, this time last year, there was something like 20,000, like, plus, like, the whole time. Now, it's the middle of the summer holidays, and I was searching, and, yeah, 5,000 is just not a big number. There's more people playing PUBG and Fortnite. Now, I know those games are, like, really big now, but come on, like, CSGO is still quite a big game, and it's got a very big competitive scene. Which means we need our 128 tick rate servers. I mean, it's about time, really. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I know it's a bit different to my normal stuff. This was supposed to be a satirical type of video. It's not really supposed to be taken 100% seriously, as you could probably tell by the tone of my voice throughout it. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. And subscribe to see more content. And as always, see you next time. Peace.